Hey, good morning, everyone. Looking outside right now, Natchitoches looking like there's a little fog out there, but it's not nearly as bad as what we have been seeing over the last couple of days. Visibilities are up, so things are looking a little bit better there. In fact, back here in Alexandria, it is pretty darn clear out there. Not seeing much going on right now. So some good news there for you. It looks like clear skies, very warm out there with temperatures in the upper 60s and 70s already, and it looks like we are going to kind of keep that in the cards over the next couple days. Going to be some warm starts out there, but there is cold out west. We have snow and mountain stuff going on there. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, freeze watches down here into freeze warnings into southeastern Arizona, winter storm warnings up there in parts of Wyoming. I love that kind of stuff. We don't need to dig too deep into it. It shows me there's a lot of dynamic energy, a lot of cooler air aloft, and we have a lot of the jet streams diving south, all kinds of stuff happening here. Everything's coming together for some rainfall again, unfortunately for Halloween, but we need the rain here, so we're gonna get it no matter what. I'm just here to tell you about it. 87 degrees at 4 p.m. today. That is your high temperature, and it looks like we're mainly clear. Now, going into tomorrow, we get some scattered showers by, it could be as soon as late morning out in West Louisiana. I think it gets to where we're all seeing some scattered stuff later on in the day. But tomorrow's not the big day. I think Thursday, again, is when we get more widespread rain as that system just kind of hangs up overhead. And it actually sticks around into Friday. You can see we're going to at least see some scattered rain into Friday afternoon. Then things do shove back to the north, so it looks like a good weekend for the Pecan Festival. Perhaps they knock down some of that dust and get that, inch or so of rain, which I think is going to be fine. I was talking to one of the organizers of that. I was like, I don't know if an inch of rain makes a puddle at this point. But another front comes through on Tuesday, and that could bring us another round of rain. And I promise some cooler air. It's not in the 7-day. It's behind that front. So severe outlook for tomorrow. We have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms from Omaha down to the northern suburbs of Dallas. Big chunk of real estate seeing the potential for some severe weather. Could be a pretty active day to our west. I think we could see a storm or two, but nothing severe. That being said, we have been added to a marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5 for severe thunderstorms on Thursday. Everything's kind of limited here, so 5% risk of severe thunderstorms within 25 miles of a point. That's how that goes when we have that marginal risk. So the chance is really low that you will experience severe weather, but it's possible we get a warning or two out of this on Thursday. So we'll be watching things closely, but yes, it is going to be rather active as we head into Thursday and even into Friday early in the day. Tropical area here, 40% risk of development down here. Most models do keep this on kind of a goofy little track here, just kind of meanders around and then maybe comes up over the Bahamas and hangs out for a little while. It does not look like we have a high chance for a impact in the United States. So some good news there. Watching it, not worried about it, especially not worried about it here in Louisiana. If we do see something form and develop and impact the United States, it's probably going to be the southern tip of Florida. So this is the area we are watching right now with those thunderstorms out there starting to kind of coalesce, come together, and it's a slow process, but it is possible that we get that to become a tropical system in the next few days, though chances are fairly low. Now, chances for rain are very high. We have most areas getting a half an inch to an inch and a half. The heaviest stuff is going to stay to our northwest, but I still think a beneficial rain is on the way. This is not going to fix the drought in areas that are classed as a D2, which is a severe drought. An inch of rain doesn't do that, but it does help things out, and then it looks like we stay rather active. They actually added a flash flood risk, a marginal risk for flash flooding on Thursday. I'm not too worried about this prospect, but it is possible some areas see over 2 inches of rain and get that in short order. So yeah, that could cause some ponding on roadways and stuff like that. And this is what it looks like in your 7-day forecast. The rain is going to keep us cooler on Thursday and Friday. It doesn't look like this front really makes it through. So temperatures never really cool off like post-frontal, where you get those overnight lows in the 40s and it's really chilly and comfortable and you think about making a fire in the fireplace. We're not doing that. But next week, I think after that next front that's going to bring another round of rain mainly on late Monday into Tuesday, maybe early Wednesday, that's when we see the colder air come in. And I think behind that we could see those highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. So it's not too cold, not too warm. That is Goldilocks zone, I think. You can open the windows at night. You can go outside, drive around with your car windows down. And beyond this, it looks like November 6th through the 12th, we will see above normal precip once again. So we are back into a fairly active pattern. I don't see anything screaming big severe weather outbreaks or anything here, but we slowly start to build things back up in these areas that have been missing out on rain, which is pretty much the entire state. So this is what the temps look like. I think we cool off. So I think this is warm in the beginning from November 6th to around the 8th, and then we cool things off. So we're going to kind of balance that out as the air cools later into the forecast period. That would be late next week into the weekend that I think we really cool things off. And we'll be watching that. We have time to check that out, of course. But for now, we're focused on that rain on Thursday. I'll do a little text update later on today. Actually typed one up yesterday, came in here, Tom was on the machine, so I wanted to add some images, and then I just didn't post it. But I wrote a bunch of stuff out, so that's nice. At least it helps my forecast process, if anything. But that's, if you need a idea of what's going on in my head with all the things going on, that's about where I'm at. But I will post one later today. We'll talk a little bit about that. All right, have a wonderful Tuesday. See you back here tomorrow.